Hey Barb, Nico from Cliff Jones RD here in Sealy. So I'm here with our technician Tommy. He's going to give you a walkthrough in a trailer. Just to let you know, we will be detailing your RV before it leaves tomorrow, but we just want to give you a walkthrough now while Tommy has time. Here you go, Tommy.
Good afternoon, and once again, my name is Tommy, and I'll go through this unit. Some of the basic features I think you are well aware of since you've had one previously. So I'll go over some of the differences and where everything's located, and hopefully that'll be enough to get you going on this unit. So in the back here, we have 2 recliners with a center console for your TV remotes and so forth. It does come with a heated and a massage and also a lighted cup holder. The lighted cup holder also has 2 blue lights underneath it also. Back here is a trifold sofa. All the lighting back here is all independent. What I mean by independent, you have to push the button. Now there are some main switches on the monitor panel I'll show you in a minute that are for your main lighting since they're so high in the ceiling, and also for your kitchen lighting. All the shades in here in your living area are the zebra shades. So you gently pull from the center here up and down, and it'll block the light out as needed. We'll move over here to your TV center. You do have storage up the top. There's a little light switch in here for your blue light for effect. Your satellite and antenna cabling hookups are right in here. You do have a AM/FM radio, which is equipped with Bluetooth. It has 3 FM settings and 2 AM. And these are the power on and off. You just push it once. Got your volume. You got your search. Hit it once to mute, and then hold it down till it cuts off. This particular stereo does not come with a remote, so it's all the controls are on the panel right there. Now down here we have a fireplace. It's a 120 volt fireplace. For all intent purposes, this will keep your trailer warm in normal conditions. Now if it gets too cold, you do have the propane heater also that you can use that runs off your main AC thermostat. This you do have controls on your fireplace that are located here. They locate them down here now. So it's touch. Then you got different effects, and then your settings for light, and then your temperature settings. So you can see in there we set it for 77 degrees. So this will come on and off till the temperature is 77 degrees. Then we turn it off. What's good about it comes with a remote, so you don't have to be there. You can be in your recliner and turn it on and off with the remote. It has the same features, on and off features, and everything like that on the remote. Over here is in the kitchen, so you got above cabinetry, you got below cabinetry. The lighting's in the kitchen. These are independent lights, so you're gonna have to cut these on and off yourself here. Now it does come with blinds in here because it is a kitchen, so for fire hazard. Over here we have a 120 volt microwave that is tested. Then you have a stove vent with your light. You have an extra light here. Then you have a vent fan, exhaust fan. It takes a few seconds to ramp up. I'll leave the light on so you can see some of the features of the stove. So it does come equipped with a backslash cutting board, which has magnets on it, will attach to your stove for cutting. Most people use it just for a backsplash. Then the stove opens and closes. That's for cooking. And notice it says here, this is not a cooktop, so this is just for traveling or expanding your countertop space. The stove and the oven have electronic igniters on them. So we'll go ahead and turn it on high, click it once, and there's an igniter on there, and we'll start your burners. Same process, you line on your stove, or excuse me, your oven, you line the arrows up with the flame, click it, and until you get to see the pilot light down there, let go, and then turn it to the temperature you want. So it does have it has an oven light here, and that's also can be a night light or whatever the case is. Underneath here, you have some storage for pots and pans. Over here's your island kitchen, so we have hot and cold running water. And then you have a sink cover here that goes over the top of when you're traveling. And then you have some below space. It has a little blue light down there with the blue lights. I'll show you how to turn on the inside blue lights, slide lights in just a moment. And then you have some kitchen drawers here for your cutlery, and then some other drawers down here. Well, here we'll get to the refrigerator. So this refrigerator is a 12 volt refrigerator. So it's going to run off your battery. So the controls for this one are right here for your, to turn it on and off. You hold this down to turn it off and hold it down 10 seconds to turn it back on. These are your settings here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 through 5. Right there in the middle at 3, I did some testing and it runs around 38 degrees. This is your freezer control, cold to colder. Right in the middle here with a little dot, that's around 16 degrees in the freezer. So it does come equipped with a little circulating fan. So it does cool down very fast. Normally it's an hour to hour and a half, depending on how hot the trailer is. Of course, it depends. It'll affect how hot the refrigerator is. So, and you do have more cubic foot space too in there. So when you're traveling, you just push this over like this. Now this will run off your battery too, so this unit is equipped with a solar panel. So in effect, that solar panel is going to keep your battery charged, so it's going to run your refrigerator. This right here, what Nico just handed to me, you have cable slides on. You got one on the right for your kitchen, you one on the left for your dinette, your recliners. So if something would happen to your slide where it won't come in or out, maybe the motor goes out, you have to take these fascias off. See this middle insert right here? You have to pop that out. You can call mobile service to do it, whatever the case is. But this goes into a drill. This goes into the back of the slide motor, and you can pull your slide in or out. Normally it's going to be in position because you want to get it into us for repair. And then I'll put all the information in the middle drawer in your kitchen island. That's all the information on all your appliances. Over here is where your propane heater is located. So you do have vents throughout here that will vent out the heat. Then you have some drawers in your little space over here, up above cabinet. And then of course you got a light here independent, and then you have a pantry with a light up here. That's Moot's fire extinguisher. Right over here we have what is, if you have an RV before, this is a converter which converts 120 to 12 volts. So you have all your 120 volt fuses for like your microwave, air conditioner, and so forth right here, like in your house, it's mapped out. And you have your 12 volt fuses, which are for like your, say, your awning motor, your water pump, and so forth. So these are all mapped out as well. It does have a little motion light here for at night when you have all the lights turned on. This comes down so you can see the steps. We're gonna bypass the monitor panel for right now. We're gonna go on through the bathroom, show you it. So you do have a pedal toilet on the right hand side. Then you have a shower. Now you can put different shower heads. All RV shower heads are interchangeable. And then this is like a slide shower door. So you got to push it and then push it to release it. Got a like retractable shower door. And you got a medicine cabinet here. Another little cabinet here with quite a bit of space deep in there. Right over here, if Nico can get to it, is your GFI reset. Notice it's green, so it's working. There's another little motion sensor here. Let's say if there's a small child and they can't reach the lights, this will come on, so come on, you can use the bathroom. This is a sliding door. It's got a magnet here that attaches to here, closes, and then also for traveling, snaps in place right here. Heater vented right by your toilet. That's going to your bedroom. So you do have two switches here if Nico can get to them. The one for your blue light, and if you look above, and then one for your two ceiling lights in your bedroom. The ones above the bed right there are independent. You have to turn them on and off yourself. And you have USB and 120 volt outlets on each side. You got a little storage space on each side as well. And then you got your wardrobe over here, two-door wardrobe. And of course you can mount a TV here. It's got the TV mount ready with all the connections. You got two vents in here. What's nice about these ACs is you have a 15,000 BTU in the rear a 13,500 up front in your bedroom, and these two units are ducted together. And what that means, let's say if your one of them would go out, let's say the bedroom would go out, it wouldn't work, and you're running the rear, you're still going to have air up in all your areas. So with both of them running, both of them be putting out air out of all your ducts. Now, this particular air conditioner is what they call they're the Coleman-Matic, which is an Airtex product. So both your filters are here. They drop down, and then you got your quick cools, just like on the other one. It's the same type of unit, except this is 13,500 BTUs. And I'll show you on the other thermostat. This is your thermostat for your bedroom controls. So I'm not using this one right now. I'm using the one in the rear. So I'll show you on the main thermostat how that works. There is a little storage, am I correct, underneath here? It has a little shock on it, so you got some storage underneath there. You can put blankets and such. The shades inside your bedroom are accordion shades, so these strings on each side are for tension to keep the shade up. So just pull in the center, and this is your emergency exit up the front. It's going down to your monitor panel. Can you get a good view of it there? Okay, so this is going to be your monitor panel here. So you're going to have your buttons here. So you got your battery. Notice if he gets up here, this is the voltage regulator right up here. That tells you what what's being put to your battery at this point. So we are plugged in, so it's giving us 13.7 volts. That's what this converter is putting out. Now, if I went and plug it from 120 volts, it'd be running on the solar panel, and depending on the amount of sun you have, so if it's real clear and sunny, you probably get about 13.1, 13.2 going to your battery to trickle charge it. If it's cloudy, overcast, you're probably looking a lot more like 12.2 to 12.3, somewhere around that range. So partly cloudy, you're going to probably get about 12.7. Right here is a Wi-Fi hotspot similar to what you have on your phone. You subscribe to it. Right here is your thermostat. So right here, this is your mode button, the bottom button down here. So off, low fan, high cool, low auto, and high auto. I highly recommend to use either low cool auto or high cool auto. That will be like in your residence, where the fan will cycle on and off as your temperature that you requested is met. And then of course you have the heat, and the heat is propane. This is where you control your propane heat, and then you go up and down with these arrow buttons to set your temperature. So we're going to put it back on high auto cool here. Get that to come back on. So there's your thermostat. Up here we have a panel here. You just hit this button, and you can work basically everything you have on your bottom monitor panel with your rocker switches. You can do up here. So if I want to put a slide in, instead of using this, you can use this. See, like slide 1. I select slide 1. Okay, and then minus I can go in or out. Plus. Okay? And so, but I can do the same thing here. So whatever you choose, there's actually you can do your lighting, your awning, your slides, and your leveling from here. There's also another unit leveling system up front, and I'll get to that when we get to the outside of the unit. It's a lot simpler to use. So I'm gonna go to the home. Here, get home here. Back. So you have, like I said, you have the awning in and out, your leveling system, your lighting in here, the kitchen and the living room lights, and then your slides. And then we'll go home, and then you can do your lighting right there. Living room light, kitchen light, interior lights, and exterior lights. The interior and exterior lights are your blue lights, like your awning lights, the blue lights in your speakers on the outside, and the inside is your TV, above your kitchen, and your slides lights. So we'll move on from that. We'll get to your monitor panel where you can monitor your tanks. So the battery, of course, a freshwater tank. Right now, I filled all your tanks and I dropped them all down. I have filled up your freshwater tank, so I'm pumping water out of it right now to show you the water system. So you only have one black, so there's black one. That's be black one tank, and you only have one gray, so that's only one gray. Then you have your water pump. I'm using the water pump right now, so I've got it on on position to pump, show you the water flow. Otherwise, you hooked up to city water, this would never come on. This is your water heater switch for gas. So with the water heater turned off outside on the switch, and I'll show you that in just a second also, if you want to run it on gas, you turn this on, notice the fault light. The fault light's got a light. When the fault light goes out, it'll take about 10 seconds to go through the process of lighting it. And it's also electronic ignition, so it'll automatically ignite for you. Notice it went out, so that means if we stepped outside, that the propane water heater would be functioning. If we would come back on, of course, it serves as a fault light that you need to check on whether you have propane or whatever. Inside LEDs, so if he faces up in there, you'll notice the blue lights that turn off in here. Outside LEDs, that's your awning and speaker lights. Living room lights, those are all those lights. Kitchen lights and so forth. And then you got your kitchen lights, which are just right in here on your kitchen lights. Okay, turn them back on, and then we got awning and slide 1, slide 2, and that's it for the inside. We can step outside. But this unit is equipped with the fold-in stairs, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the function of that. So basically, they're going to go like this when you're traveling. And to adjust the height, the length of the legs or in and out, you just push this down and go in and out, go up and down. Or one thing you want to do after you get your trailer leveled from front to by the auto level system, you'll be able to open up all this stuff up. Make sure this piece is as flush as possible to your threshold. Otherwise, it'll impede your door closing and could cause damage down here. So this unit, you have 2 keys for the main doors, number 355, so that's going to be your purple keys. So you get 2 keys for your top lock, and it runs your deadbolt, 355. These white keys are for your cargo doors, and the silver keys are for your outdoor shower. So let's move right along. This is a tempered glass entry door, and it is it's got a, what is these? Let's see here, hold on a second.
Oh, friction hinges?
Friction hinges on them. Forgot about that. Friction hinges, so you don't need to lock it in place. And of course, it does have a thin shade ready, so if you want more privacy, you can get an option thin shade. It's like an accordion shade you have inside. Clips in there. This is your cargo area. This is for if you want to put TV outside, you can run the cabling through here, and those are your hookups over there. You do have 20-pound, 2 20-pound propane tanks. These are fully filled, except what I showed you on the stove. So they're totally topped off for you. It doesn't come equipped with an automatic regulator, but it is a regulator that, notice this arrow right here. So this line right here is going to this bottle. So if I notice it went red, so if I turn it this way, that means I'm feeding off this bottle. Now, if you want to go with a larger tank to a 30 to get more propane, they will fit in here, and the hoses are long enough to accommodate that. These are just latches, and I'll show you this key. The white key going to go to these cargo doors. And that's locked. It is pet friendly, so you got a little leash there. Up here, we got your wet storage area, so you got your spare tire in here, your leveling controls, your front leg motors, marine deep socket battery 27, battery disconnect, and this is your controller for your solar panel. So basically, this is going to read the same as what you got in there in the digital readout in there. And this also locks with the white key. Okay, so outside you have this auto level. So to turn it on, you hold down the arrow down and up at the same time. A little green light will come on. That means it's ready to go. So we can raise and lower the legs. Now, if we can, once we get unhooked, the first thing you want to do is get it up to level. Then you can go inside, open your front door, and let the steps out, go inside and extend your slides. So we'll go through an auto level real quick. So we're going to hold this down, and notice it's flashing. It's going to do the auto level. So what it's going to do is adjust the front legs, and then it's going to adjust the rear legs. Now, I recommend leveling it with the closed, but you can level it with it out, but normally with it closed, your first step. Once it's done to auto level, this will time out in about a minute. Just right while it's doing all that, we'll keep going on this. This is the vent for your battery, and then you got the docking lights, which are on front here. One on each side. This is the other side of your propane system. So you got a 20-pound jug over here. Notice I have it turned off. This is just latches. There are also, I didn't get to mention, there are motion lights in here. So they'll time out in about a minute also. So once you close them, they'll shut off. And this is the other side of your cargo area. This is your water center here. So it does come with a little light out here you can turn on. This is your city water connection, black tank flush. With a black tank flush, once you dump your black tank, you can hook up a different water hose here with the gate open and turn the water on. It'll flush your black tank out. If you have no water, you can put a water hose here, fill up your freshwater tank like I did, and pump water out of your freshwater tank to all your fixtures. Cable satellite connections right here. This is your intake and outtake for your propane heater. Do recommend bug screen. This is your water heater, which is a 6-gallon water heater. So you have your gas valve, gas chamber, and igniter, and this is your 120-volt heating element. So basically with it in on, once you get the water in it, you just turn the switch on. It's going to run this element to keep your water hot, come on and off to maintain the heat. If you want to use it on, you store it, or use it on gas, turn the switch off. Go inside, as I mentioned earlier, hot water heater switch, and it automatically ignites your chamber. This closes up right here, a little cover. Once you select what type you want. This closes up, and I do recommend a bug screen going over this one too. We'll leave that open temporarily. I'll adjust that. This is your slide, so I recommend you putting a rubber conditioner on, foam spray, maybe once a year. It's just a foam spray that goes on there. You don't have to wipe it off. Then go in and out with your slide. There's also some wiper seals on the inside that need to be lubed. So you can find stuff like this on YouTube or Google it, and then it'll show you exactly how to do that. So right below here, you have where your tanks are at. So you have your black and your gray. So you got your right over there. I'm misspoken here. So you have a black tank release right there, your sewer, and then you have the gray for your bathroom, and then you do have a galley tank. So you're going to have two grays. You're going to have a black one, a gray one, and a gray two. And then it's your 3-inch sewer hose hook up. Freshwater drain is located underneath the underneath your I-beam in there. If you want to do a there, and the white gate right there to the left. I don't know if you can see it right there. It's a 2-inch pull gate. That's to dump your fresh water out. If you have a cargo area out here, it's locked with the same blue key. Out here you have an outdoor shower, hot and cold running water. And this locks with the silver key, as I mentioned. That's the only thing the silver key fits. And then you have your 50-amp cord. Yours is in the front storage area, so it's tested. And this is my service cord. Over here you have a 200-pound capacity cargo rack. And your pivot, this is your pivot pin, and you pull these pins, lay it down, then put the pin here if you're traveling. And then your other slide. Then you do have an LP quick connect down here. So if you want to hook up a gas grill or something, you get your quick connect hose and put up your grill. And that is off your front propane tanks as well. Same process with this one. This slide, the lubes seals. I forgot to mention that it does come already with the brackets on it for a slide topper. If you want that, just get with Nico or whoever you want to get the size topper you need, and it's very easy to install. That's it. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned from it, and I hope you enjoy your RV.